Sorry about that, guys. I just made a mistake and hit the wrong button, but I wanted to go through this one more time with you again before I move to the next scene. So check this out. We're gonna go through this one more time. So please bear with me on this, and let's check it out together because it's something I want to talk through the whole thing with you with. So check it out. See if we can get this thing moving.
H.R. 8791, the Homeland Terrorism Preparedness Bill. Said bill requests emergency response funding up to and including, this section is classified, dollars to prepare for a national level terrorist attack and or attack from classified. Funding for first responder personnel and vehicles would be doubled if said attack leads to more than 80% of national population being affected by classified. This funding shall commence in conjunction with the first attack on classified, or the first large-scale outbreak of classified, dependent upon which comes first.
Large outbreak. Okay. Now he could be talking about what we are dealing with now, this pandemic. This is an so-called outbreak.
Civilian and military units shall be trained in containment and combat of classified.
Civilian and military. Okay, let's get this right. That's martial law. Civilian and military. They already trained the police to be trained under and with military weaponry and military style training. And they also have trained militia. The militia, these are white supremacist groups, most of them are, who will so called keep the blacks in order if we ever get out of hand or if they feel that their numbers have dwindled down so much that they need to put restraints on blacks,
including irradiated classified with possibility of classified airborne, classified flesh-eating, classified, and or all of the above in such event.
Classified airborne. This disease is supposed to be airborne, so check that out.
As classified spewing, classified escape, are released or otherwise become uncontrollable. Air Force units may also be directed to combat said classified due to their enormous size and otherworldly strength.
Enormous size and otherworldly strength. That's something different, something to talk about later. I believe that they're talking about UFOs and so-called aliens that might turn around and wipe this place out, which that's another story for another time. But
should event occur in urban areas, Jesus, that's classified.
If this thing ever jumps off in urban areas, black areas, they will have to try to overrun us and destroy us. This is some things they won't tell you because this was live. This was on national TV at the time. This was on those channels if you ever watched them when they creating bills and shit and laws. Like I said, Rex 84, the Homeland Security. This is a actual certified law that they have approved. This was underneath Ronald Reagan, Rex 84. This was the King Alfred plan. So let's hit it up again some more so you can get down on this.
Art surpassing our darkest nightmares. Should casualties exceed classified body disposal actions shall be halted and associated resources shall be reallocated to classified underground.
Body disposal shall be halted, which means it'll be a mass killing. A mass killing. This is what we're dealing with now. Mass killings.
Classified protected birthing centers. A new Bill of Rights shall be drafted and approved by classified. Having now reviewed the bill, I ask you to please cast your votes.
You heard what he just said. A new Bill of Rights. A new Bill of Rights.
And don't put in the work.
A new Bill of Rights they will put into circulation, which they are already in the process of doing now. They are rewriting the Bill of Rights. Excuse me. They're rewriting the Bill of Rights as we speak, and they're rewriting the Constitution as we speak, because there was something that I came across the other day, and they were saying how they were trying to dismantle the Bill of Rights and resubstitute it with a new Bill of Rights and a new Constitution. So these people have shown who they really are, and I want to show you something else. So hang tight.
Fondly reminiscing about SARS and H1N1. That's what these guys do for fun. And we were lucky with H1N1 that it did not prove to be more deadly. We can't say we're lucky with Ebola because obviously it's having a devastating effect in West Africa, but it is not airborne in its transmission. There may and likely will come a time in which we have both an airborne disease that is deadly. And in order for us to deal with that effectively, we have to put in place an infrastructure, not just here at home, but globally, that allows us to see it quickly, isolate it quickly, respond to it quickly. And it also requires us to continue the same path of basic research that is being done here at the NIH, that Nancy's is a great example of, so that if and when a new strain of flu, like the Spanish flu, crops up 5 years from now or a decade from now, we've made the investment. And we're further along to be able to catch it. It is a smart investment for us to make. It's not just insurance, it is knowing that down the road we're going to continue to have problems like this, particularly in a globalized world.
Did you hear that? In a globalized world, you understand what he just said? This man was talking about putting something into place just in case if this would have popped off. But remember what he just said, Spanish flu, and how they compared this to the Spanish flu. People, this was all pre-designed. And being that Trump, they knew that Trump was going to come in there and start erasing a lot of shit that he put into play. It helped them to go straight forward into what they wanted to do. He came in there, he like I said before, being that he put tariffs on China, China said, we're going to drop this flu on your ass, or this COVID-19, and they dropped it on us like it wasn't shit. Not only did it hit us, but it hit the whole entire world. Remember, they have a huge ass army over there. And if you look at, they have these like little chain islands they was building, these little artificial islands they was building off of China. Now they're in Africa. If you look at the map will show they can come from the east and the west on us and blow us out the water if they wanted to at any time. Now, I want to show you something else, so hang tight. See, this is what they want. They kicked that man out of his home. He has nowhere to go. None of them do. And these are all black men in China. These are black Africans in China who was going to school or working there. And they probably told them they had to find a place to go. And they like, we ain't got nowhere to go. Where are we going to go? And they took them into jail. You see the one on the ground there? One getting arrested right now. And the other right here is on the ground. Don't be surprised when this starts to happen to us right now as we speak. As we are walking into this trap that they have set. It is slowly coming unraveled, little by little. Bill Gates and that Frucci guy, whatever his name is, the doctor, these guys are working hand in hand together. I got a video. I'm trying to find it. But I want to show you that video. And I want you to see how Bill Gates and the Frucci guy, especially the Frucci guy, whatever his name is, the director of, I think he's the director of the CDC or some shit. If I'm right, Dr. Frucci or whatever. That guy came out of nowhere. He knows nothing. What they're trying to do, people, is implement us with a chip and a virus. He's already talking about giving us a card and saying we're inoculated when we get inoculated. The point is, you're getting inoculated with the chip and the virus. There will be a mass, murder and mass graves will be dug for us all. Mostly black people, because like I told y'all before, white people aren't producing. They're not producing children. See, they have a lot of this woman's lib bullshit going on where they fighting a man and they got black women to sit there and, we feminists, raise your hand and say you're feminist along with us. No. Black women, get up off that feminist shit. You need a man. See, they jumped in our way. Like I keep telling you guys, they jumped in our way back when we were in the 60s, when we were doing the civil rights movement. They seen that we were a strong unit, the man, the woman, and the black child. All of us being in unity. All of us saying we're not going to let no one get in between us. We're on this walk together, and that's it. So they came up with that sisterhood, woman's live bullshit. Iron woman, hear me roar. And believe it or not, a couple years, that shit got fat. Like I say, probably like in 1970 was when they really started finding out that it was like a bunch of bullshit. And the white lady behind it, she was an FBI plant. She was working for the FBI. And she got the black woman to work along with her, which she was also a coon plant. See, they know who to go after. If you go after the people who doesn't have, you can turn around and you can buy them out because they never had nothing. Just like those gentlemen who killed Malcolm X. But they weren't working for the feds. They were working for, the nation, so to speak. Now people will sit down and tell me, no, you do wrong, you're wrong. Dude, tell me otherwise. Tell me something different, because from what I can understand, when Malcolm starts speaking out against Elijah Muhammad, that's when all this shit started coming out saying that they wanted to kill him. So, but like I said, that's another story for another time. But like I said, we have always become our worst enemy because we were able to be bought out. See, those people like that, let them wipe them son of bitches out. Nazi Germany, when the Jews were being rounded up, it was other Jews who were helping rounding up those Jews, thinking that their people and their kids and shit would be safe. When it was all over with, and they were at the last bit, a lot of those Germans like, hey, you get on that train along with them. But I was told that me and my family will be safe. Nah, y'all the first ones we're gonna kill. And guess what happened? They wiped their asses out along with the motherfuckers. You know what I mean? So you have to understand why this shit went down the way it went down. They do not, like someone said, white supremacy breaks its tools after they use them. And that's what they did. They broke their tools. They killed the men, their families, their kids. Some of the kids probably survived to live on, but mostly those people who were being used to take over, to trade on their people, they were the first ones to die, them and their families. And that's a proven fact. All right. Now, I'm going to try to find this piece real quick, so hang tight.
government starts taking all your rights away. You can't even do your housework when you're quarantined. Can't even buy leaf bags to pick up your leaves to clean up your own yard while you're on quarantine. This is a perfect example of the government taking away our rights every day. It's time for America to wake up. This is not acceptable. This is against the law. This is not right. This is against our laws. We have constitutional rights to be able to buy this stuff and do our work. And they're refusing to let us buy even seeds to plant our own vegetables.
Yes, that's right. With